camera is moving. Okay, so I'm really excited about The Hobbit because it's The Hobbit. And especially since we get to see and hear Smaug. And that's really exciting, yes. Okay, so moving on the list because we're moving really slowly. And I'm afraid I might have to cut this video in half. Yada yada yada. So Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you, family, friends, people in the United States of America. We don't have Thanksgiving here, but you know, still nice holiday. Since we don't have Thanksgiving here, we already have Christmas decorations up. Not here, but you know, in the house. I'll show you a picture of our Christmas tree, which is pretty awesome. And I have a couple of Star Wars ornaments that I made from keychains. Okay, yeah, it's cool. And so Christmas songs, I love Christmas music, and I have updated my Christmas playlist, and now I have over 400. I have a lot of Christmas music. So if you have a Christmas album that's your favorite, I want to know which it is. Mine at the moment is probably Kelly Clarkson's new Christmas album. It's pretty awesome. Of course, Michael Bublé's last 2 years ago. It's an awesome Christmas album. And more on that on another video. Okay, so before I move to Doctor Who, because of course we're talking Doctor Who, the blanket, yes, I love the Triforce with Navi design, and the price is really okay, reasonable, perfect is what they cost on Etsy, and I'm really excited. By the way, your Christmas present should be arriving sometime between next 2 weeks. I know it's early, but my mom's over there, so she's putting it in the mail, so it's gonna be quicker than if I, you know, put it here. I mean, if I wanted your Christmas present to be there by Christmas, I have to ship it like in October because Mexican post service sucks. I mean, yeah, let's not even talk about that. Okay, so Frozen. I read your Frozen review, and I'm not particularly excited about the movie. I don't know when it comes out here. I don't know. I'll see it, and we'll talk about it. And I suppose I have to watch Tangled again. Not a fan of that movie, but I know, don't panic, don't hit me, don't throw the frying pan at me. I just didn't like it. Maybe it's the voices in Spanish and I have to see it in English. Anyways, so Doctor Who. Okay, so I told you told me what you thought about the episode, and I completely agree with you. I love the performances. I really like the story, except for the fact that, as you said, it completely disproves what we've been building up since 2005, which is very Moffat-like. Like, he does amazing things with writing, but he's not smart in the producer's chair. Like, they're supposed to keep a line, right? Like, it's supposed to make sense. And he has a lot of episodes that the episode is really cool, is really epic. But then when you think about it, the story kind of like messes up with a bunch of things you knew before that. So what up, Moffat? What's your deal, man, dude, mate? I don't know. So okay, my theory, because I think what he might have tried to do is, okay, so this is the thing. So 11 and 10, so big spoilers for those of you who haven't seen the 50th anniversary episode. Just mark this and then come see this video later when you've seen that. So, okay, 11 and 10 join up with what would be 8.5. That I suppose it makes sense that they don't count him as a number because he didn't think of himself as the Doctor, right? And 9, 10, and 11 have been trying to forget him. Like, this isn't the Doctor. This was something I had to do to save the world, but he's not a doctor. So I guess that's why they don't count him. And there's a lot of people are freaking out because, oh, he's only supposed to regenerate 12 times. Hold your horses. Maybe from the point of view that he doesn't regenerate, he's brought back to life. It doesn't count as a regeneration. And he doesn't count as a doctor because he doesn't think of himself as the doctor at that point. So that's that. See, Moffat, I'm trying to save your skin, making sense of the mess you've done. Just kidding. So, okay, what I think he tried to do, and it can work if you can make the people be okay with that, is that, so 9 and 10 don't remember what happened. Because, like he said, when, they're about to blow up Gallifrey, and the War Doctor and 10 said, oh, I'm not gonna remember this, aren't I? And then the moment, which is Rose, which a lot of people didn't like, but I did, because it's like in James Bond films, the car always has a female voice, so he'll feel comfortable with it. So the moment just picked up someone it thought the Doctor would be comfortable with, except it picked up something the Doctor wouldn't remember because it hadn't happened. So, just an excuse to get Billie Piper into the special. Anyway, I'm losing track of my thoughts here. Okay, so it wouldn't disprove the whole mythology if the Doctor still thinks he blew up Gallifrey. And so if I think I blew it up, I still feel bad. And if he goes back to Gallifrey and try to see if he did or didn't blow it up, it's not there. Because, he trapped it somewhere and he doesn't remember when, he doesn't know where. Because since the whole paradox thing, doesn't remember things, it's out of this never happened. So there's a jump in his memory to wanting to destroy the planet. Because he needs to. The planet is not there, which this don't know what happens moment is where he capsules it and saves it. It would make sense that he thinks that he burned the planet. And since taking the planet out, the Daleks did blast each other. It makes sense. It's weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but it would make sense that it's not disproving the whole theory, but explaining just like everyone thinks it blew up, but it didn't. But you're not saying what happened in seasons 9 to 7 didn't happen. You're just giving it an alternate explanation. Maybe makes sense? You're not changing what's happened, but what we saw in this 50th special, it's always what had happened. We just didn't know it. Right? So that's my theory. It's not a moment in the Doctor's future. It's a moment in the Doctor's past. And 11 is just jumping back. But he had always done that. So, the whole timey-wimey, it's not a line. It's not actually a circle. It's kind of Back to the Future. It's not Back to the Future when you go back to the past, change something, and it changes everything. This is not Back to the Future. I'm not in 85, go back to 55 and create an alternate universe. This is more of a, wibbly wobbly. This is what always had happened. We just didn't know it had happened. How it's always changing, so this was always the truth. We just didn't know it. And the Doctor didn't know it because the whole moment thing, and I'm not gonna forget this. I'm gonna remember this. So, he's forgotten. And now he knows. And, which brings me to my next point. This would explain also why Peter Capaldi is the next Doctor. He's been getting younger and, quite honestly, a bit goofy. Especially 11. He's a huge 9-year-old. I'm fine with that, but sometimes a little bit annoying. So he's come to terms with what's happened. So he's ready to move up. Move on. He's ready to grow up. So that's why his regeneration is gonna be older, right? Because he's mature. He's trying to find his way home, and that, I think, yeah, it's all very confusing, right? But we love it. Yes, we love Doctor Who, and it's awesome. And I'm really excited about the new Doctor because I like Matt Smith, but you know, it's Moffat, man. Just hate him. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop rambling on because, you know, not making sense and all that. And I really wanna hear your, I'm sure you have a better theory than mine, and you know, that everything. So yeah, I think that's it.